Hello, this is Kevin from Painted Shoes, walking you through my entry for the loopop Superbooth 2021 Mega Contest. So, a little bit about my workflow. I created the song inside Machina using the Machina MK3, and then dragged the audio into Logic Pro X, did a little bit of mixing and mastering, and so I'm going to stick to the Machina software here because that's where all of the sound design took place. I used Decent Sampler and started off by loading just every sound that was in the sample pack, and then kind of figured out what I wanted to use. Ended up with something pretty simple, only 6 different groups or 6 different sounds or instruments, and that's something that I was happy with, that I thought sounded pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through what it sounds like, or what I kind of did in Decent Sampler, and then talk a little bit about the effects I added for the sound design. So starting off, this is the pad that begins the song. It's a Waldorf M5 sample, and I brought the release down a little bit, but still had kind of a long release since it is a pad noise. So I thought that sounded great. The only thing I added was a low pass filter, and I will play kind of the first part of the song and add the filter in so you can see the difference it made. So I thought that sounded great. Next thing I looked for was a good usable bass noise. Ended up with the Waldorf M24. Here it is in Decent Sampler. Hold the release time basically as low as I could go without it sounding strange. So here it is without any effects. Let me play this first pattern. So here's it with the low pass filter, compressor, chorus, and then with reverb on it. And with this, these are all stock Machina plugins. Okay, so the third thing that comes in the song are the drums, and the drums. It is a little bit different. I didn't open this just as a keyboard instrument. I actually dragged the individual drum samples into this group, and the drum samples I used was a 6 mod 6. I liked a little bit more of a mellow sound. I don't think I really did any sound design. I think I'm just using the samples themselves. So here's the first beat in the song. In the one place that it is a little different is with this kind of high percussive sort of tom noise. I did play that melodically using the MK3. And since it kind of stays the same, I'll play that. Here's the next part, the hi-hats, and then just a 4 on the floor kick that comes in the second part of the song. Okay, so the next noise is this lead sort of key noise, and As you can see, it's the Udo 6-bell and tail. And Indecent Sampler, again, brought the release down quite a bit. Okay, so I really liked that noise. And then let me play this first part for you. So the sound design on this was pretty fun. You're still getting that kind of slightly piercing noise at the end there. So I put on a low pass filter to kind of take some of that out. So I was more interested in that initial bell type noise. Then I added a beat delay to kind of fill it in. And then this ice reverb, which adds a lot, like it gives it a lot of the character it ends up having. And then here's the part in part 2 of the song. Left some of this kind of unquantized just to give it a little bit of that more kind of human feel. And for the final sound, I used the Nymphs, the Wait For It sound, and sounds like this Indecent Sampler. Asks me to wait for it, but I sort of pulled off a lot of the part you're waiting for with the release. Because again, I was just more interested in that beginning sound. Added a, so let's play this. Added a saturator, just to thicken it. A whole reverb. And this part, something I'm bringing at the end, just kind of a sustained note that I hold. And this is the only part where I did some sound design in Logic Pro, because I added a fuzz pedal to 2 different instances of this that were panned left and right, to just sort of give the song a very gnarly sort of almost like electric guitar feedback ending. Just for the hell of it, sounded fun. All right, those are all of the sounds that I used. Thanks for the opportunity to submit this. It was really fun, learned a lot, and hope you like the song.